Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9. Alright, we're invading the Soviet Union, as you can see here, and it's going fair. Tough battles here. And we are going to have problems here. Okay, we may lose this. Yeah, I think we're just going to lose this, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to shatter. I think it's just going to go disorganized and lost. Don't think we have an airbase nearby that we can supply from. There's no airbase there. Oh no, there is an airbase there. We don't have any really long-range transports. My fault, but we don't have. Because we had these guys. Don't think they'll make it, but let's sure give it a try. Oh, we've won. Wow. The heavy tank brigades are attacking us there. Okay, one there. Vision shattered. It's probably here. Now this one's moving. I don't know where it is. Which one it is? Give it a minute for these guys to move away. We're battling a couple of transports, Soviet. And with one. Battleship crew training, well, that'll help just with what we were dealing with. Yay. Naval battleship crew training. Okay. Now, escort role, destroyer crew training. Yeah, there we go. We got a lot of these and other light vessels. We'll get those guys training up. The Italians are actually pretty good at doing that. Oh good, we took out that pocket. And we've taken out a couple of motor torpedo boats. Very good. I think our aircraft will have been down here by now. Yes. Okay, well, we can air supply. Great. Didn't think we could, but we also got that just connected up here. So even if they are, you know, attacked and pushed back, they'll be able to fall back at least. Which is a good thing. Okay, great. We've got this. So now to correct. send supplies. Okay, create a supply convoy from Toronto. There we go to all the way down here to Crutch. Yeah, let's just head this way. Stop that to better defend while these guys go on back. Well, still going after those guys. Oh wow, we took out a destroyer of ours. Surprising. Supplies. Well, mentioning that, how are we doing here on supplies? Yeah, I'll have to look a little bit more. Counterattack. Good, we're gonna link up with these guys pretty easily, I think. We lost another destroyer. Wow, we're losing destroyers fast. What's these liners or something else in here? Or against bombers maybe? I don't know. Uh-oh, major defeat. Okay. Here. Oh, here. reinforcements coming from Italy, which will help. And before they get there, okay, well, we're full. 2 armored divisions. Okay, we've won here, so, wow. Lost the province of Man. Okay, oh, not there, sure. Sure thing. For these guys to get to here before we start attacking again. For these guys, let's build up some organization. Let's now supply into there. There we go. We got stuff coming. I sent over, yes, these guys, yes, that's the 6th, no, naval stuff, is it looking, oh wait a minute, no, maybe, no, the 6th, yeah, I guess. These guys as escorts. There we go. You need a promotion. Too many ships. Okay. Why do we have a sub commander there? I don't know, but whatever. Nobody else is really ready to move at the moment. So we will just send these guys over so they can do some invasions if necessary, or transports here. No, wow, didn't want to do that. Where are my main fleets? Those guys are heading back, yeah. These guys are here with our armored divisions. Okay, we're going to send our mobile division up here like that to cut those off. Let's send these guys over to there. They have anti-tank weapons. These these guys this way. Where's the main Grand Fleet? No, not there. Oh, it's here somewhere. Don't think it was sunk. That's our coastal battleship fleet. Down here somewhere? Escorting somebody or something? Huh. No, it's not attached to there. Here we are. Well, no, this isn't our coastal battle. Excuse me. This is our main fleet. Wow, I was reading that wrong, wasn't I? Where's our coastal battleship fleet then? Oh well, I guess it's not terribly important. Missing a whole fleet. Okay, we don't need to completely shatter ourselves on them. Do we have any subs up here? I don't think we do. So let's find this guy here. That's too far from wherever you're based. Come up over to here. Base. We would give them money and decline. Oh, the pride of the Soviet Navy, the fearsome Komuna, whatever, has been sunk by the glorious Regia Marina Paolo. This is a blow to Soviet morale and a boost to our troops. Great. We lose some in descent, which we didn't have, but great. Well, now that these guys have stopped attacking, which often means for the AI. Ooh, okay, yeah, that was just what we. So, oh, there's our coastal battleship fleet. We do need more destroyers. And yes, you're counterattacking there. So we're going to counterattack here. Here we are facing, well, at least their main garrison units are fairly shattered, so let's go after those. Well, let's go into there. These guys aren't doing so well. Okay, so we're gonna stop attacking. Part of course, of what I'm doing is simply to give the German AI a break over here by tying up a bunch of Soviet troops. health. Well. Okay, so oh no, no. Support. There we go. Boy, we're attacking from 2 provinces. What are we doing for supplies? Organization. Okay, they still have supplies and organization. Just if it starts getting too bad, oh, you've got to stop attacking. Okay. We'll fly in some. Okay, well. Stop attacking, stop attacking. Doing that mostly to slow up their reinforcement of the other division. Okay, fleet auxiliary carrier doctrine. Okay. Yes, I delayed on that for a long time, but we have a few other early techs that we might want to do. Those we don't really have any of. Carrier crew training we don't have. Carrier group, but light escort positioning we do have. So let's do that. Okay, let's see about moving these guys. Maybe these guys. Yeah, these guys would go right up to here. The line there. Okay. Vision. Let's cut back this way. Don't want to get you too isolated by going out there, because I'll just come in. I'll be able to cut back. Do is disrupt the movement of these guys wherever they would be going. Alright, aero engine research. Good. Well, AI computer program thingy, if you can figure out that I'm wasting ICs, can't you figure out somewhere where I might be able to use them and not have to bother me about it? Oh good, we've gotten across there. As soon as we're no longer defending, let's go there. Port would be nice to have. For multiple reasons. I don't know what changed to give those guys such better position. So, I don't know how many of you routinely watch the Black Ice Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice forum, but there's been a bit of a debate on which is better. Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice or Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice is sort of a question, and then people have been debating it. And Panzeru, who, if you don't realize, does still, you know, the main creator of this, still does pay attention to the Hearts of Iron 3 forum. No longer heavily involved, but he still pays attention. Basically agrees with me. I say basically because, you know, we have similar positions. Not that he's following my lead, it just we basically agree with each other. That while Hearts of Iron 4 may not be right now, or ever, just the game we want. And I really come to believe, and this is something that I believed before, but even more so, that a bunch of the people who have problems with Hearts of Iron 4 at sort of a fundamental level, not, oh, the AI is screwed up or something, well, we all know that, but at some sort of fundamental level, is just the lack of counters and a 2D map is what they're pissed at. And if that had changed to this, they would be on board with 4. I really believe a bunch of people would have. That alone, you know, not the game mechanics, not how well the game plays, but that alone is keeping them. They would swallow their other dislikes, because again, I'm not saying that there aren't other reasons to dislike 3 or dislike 4 or something like that, but it wouldn't be such a big deal. Now I agree, I prefer this, and I think you guys know this, this style of counters and maps and whatnot. but he points out that there are still fundamental problems with Hearts of Iron 3, but none of them are being addressed, and they are being addressed with Hearts of Iron 4. And this, you know, and I don't do this to try to convince you to play a different game or to watch different gameplay. I guess at a fundamental level, I don't get anything out of it trying to convince you, but I do this because I think that's part of the reason you watch me, is because of my experience and involvement in modding, in playing the different games, and other things as well. I mean, including outside of just gameplay, but military and historical and political type analysis and other things like this. Some of the reasons you watch me play, and this is sort of why I'm giving you this. But I'm also, if you watch like Strategic Command series, or you watch currently we're doing the War in the East, Gary Grigsby's War in the East. I'm comparing those games to Hearts of Iron 3 and 4. You know, so I'm comparing, you know, them with each other and what's good and bad. Not saying, oh, you've got to go play War in the East because it's so much better than this. In some ways it is. In some ways it has, you know, although it's a hex map. I like this better than the hex, that they sort of intelligently try to figure out what provinces should touch each province. But in the detail of where railroads are and the terrain is, it's better. There's no question about it. It's more detailed and better. And in that game, you can split divisions up into brigades. But you know, you can. How much area should a division, generally speaking, be able to occupy? You know, would it be the hex of War in the East, or should it be a province the size of Hearts of Iron 3, or should it be a province the size of Hearts of Iron 4? I'm a bit more into this size as what should be the key provincial level size, but you know, how much area can a division control? But it's just done. The map is just done better. And so, but does that mean you should all get on and play War in the East instead of this? No. You don't have control over production, politics, and many other things. To the best of my knowledge, and I haven't played it yet, but looking at it, probably War in the East is probably the best computer war game simulation, specifically of the War in the East as an isolated thing based on history. Probably the best. And I don't know, the AI so far seems fairly competent. You know, that does come into things, because we can see, you know, you can design a really good war game, but if you don't have even decent AI, it sort of loses something, you know. So we have issues like that for sure. But I'm not trying to convince you to play War in the East. Not at all. If it doesn't look like something you want to play, don't play it. But if you want to watch the series that I'm making, I hope you guys at least check it out. You'll hear my comments, and often done in comparison to whether 3 or 4 in Hearts of Iron 4. So that's part of why I'm talking like this, is not to convince you. And so one of the reasons I really enjoy playing Hearts of Iron 3 right now is Hearts of Iron 4 isn't there yet. Now, why am I involved, and why is Panzeroo involved with Hearts of Iron 4? Well, because it's the future. The new decision, and I will be honest with you, I really haven't looked at it in any sort of modding detail, meaning I haven't opened it up and looked at it, so I can't tell you from that perspective, and this comment isn't coming from that perspective at all. But I can tell you, though, that it does allow more functionality in more detail and more control from modding, tweaking, and then what then would be the player's choices than 3 does. So the decision system, which was entirely left out at the start of Hearts of Iron 4, which I missed it, they sort of kind of, well, that national focuses are sort of taking over that. Well, some of the elements of decisions, as how they were used, you know, the decision, you know, oh, I forget what it's called, you know, but to declare war on Benelux here and come around this, you know, the decision that pops up, well, do that, yes, boom, we got that. That was mainly there to tell the computer AI to go, hey, when this pops up, you're supposed to click yes, and then declare war, and then go around the Maginot Line. Okay, that's what it was there for. Now, that functionality has been moved into a national focus. But they've now brought decisions back, and they're better than anything that was ever done in Hearts of Iron 3. So decisions are better. I mean, this is not a point for debate because, again, to the best of my current knowledge, and I could be wrong, but is that every single bit of functionality in the Hearts of Iron 3 decisions are still there, so you can you're gonna have, because I quite honestly haven't looked, but I know for events, sort of have to rewrite the events slightly differently, but it's basically very similar code. You can't quite copy and paste the whole event over, but you can move it over and switch the format pretty well, and I can talk about that because I have made a bunch of events. So the decisions are going to be presumably in the exact same way that they happened in this game. You can do minor recoding and make it happen like it happened in this game, or add different, better functions that had whether the developers or Black Ice and myself would have had, oh, we could do it even better. So decisions now are better in 4 than in 3. It's just straight up better. Now, does that mean once they release that in the standard, you know, game between 3 and 4, 3s are going to be better? No, because I don't know how well they've gone in, you know, and made the decisions and how many of them are there and what do they look like and how do they work. But the mechanics are better in 3 or in 4 than in 3 right now. And the division or unit creation is better. I have only one minor problem with unit creation in Hearts of Iron 4. It is that we can create a militia division and then hit a button and convert it to a parachute division or something, or to an armored division. Now, training time, and this is which is key, is they don't have militia divisions in the regular units, so it's sort of a spammy thing that if you have a quick build militia division here in Black Ice, build it quick and then convert it to something long training time like a Panzer division, you do it almost instantly. So it's sort of a spammy way for players to convert things and do stuff. But it's better because instead of building these damn divisions and taking IC, you just train them and they take absolutely no IC. You train divisions. What takes IC is production of equipment. That is absolutely better than anything in Hearts of Iron 3. I will say it straight up. Again, there's still a little bit of problems, and some of that I don't know if will ever be addressed, but unit creation is better in 4 than in 3. And I don't say this as in I think it's better. I just know it's better. Now you can talk about the division planner or whatever, you know, the OOB of the actual division. Well, yeah, you can't name it 1st Parachute Regiment, 2nd Parachute Regiment, and, you know, the historical thing. But you can form, you know, you can create platoons. You can mod it in there and have a, you know, elite armored ski parachute amphibious rocket platoon or something, you know, and put it in the OOB, and it will have its equipment and it'll have its stats. So there again is a little bit of a limitation to it, to the immersion factor, in that, you know, if we wanted to make this to be, well, historically this division was made up of the 3rd Parachute Regiment and the 33rd Parachute Regiment with the 5th Airborne Engineers. You know, okay, we can't quite do that, but we can make the order of battle of the division better than anything in 3 ever could be. And with the Black Ice team coming in, doing all the different sort of support units, much better than 4. And you can check this all out when you watch my Hearts of Iron. And again, I do sort of hope. Now, hey, if you don't want to watch all the episodes, I totally get it. I'm just glad that you want to watch some of my stuff, and I think you should watch the stuff that you're interested in. But I sort of do hope you at least, you know, once a month check out other things. You know, just, well, what's this other game? Whether it's 4, you know, how has 4 changed? Or whether it's War in the East, or something totally new I'm playing. Just I hope you guys check it out. But, you know, that doesn't mean you have to watch it. You know, watch the episodes all the way through and do that. But just know that these things are developing and changing and improving all the time, and they're getting better and better. So I know unit creation is better in 4 than in 3. So you know, we can, there's still, and I'm thinking of several, but there's still a lot of areas for need to improvement. It isn't, and so whether watching my series, you know, on an ongoing basis, watching my series or playing it, I totally get the idea that Hearts of Iron 4 right now isn't for you, because there are a lot of problems. But it is the future, and it will be better. I just really, really, really wish somebody, and if you know anybody who has any talents, please contact them or give me their contact information. I would really love to see a 2D map. If someone could build this map, or a mix between this and the Hearts of Iron 4 map, because in some areas, like down in Africa, it's better. In Europe, this is better, I think, and maybe tweak it somewhere between and what might actually be better than this would be a little bit of 4 with mostly this Black Ice map, to make this for the Hearts of Iron 4 version. Please, if you know anybody, or if you have the talents or whatever, I'm begging anybody who has the talents to make a 2D map, because they informed us that they tried. They didn't tell us beforehand. They told us long after release. They tried. They made 2D, or they either imported or made 2D counters. I don't know exactly what they did. And they put them on their Hearts of Iron 4 map. Because the Hearts of Iron 4 map is a true 3-dimensional, not just sort of semi-phoned up like this, a 3-dimensional map, these just did not work. Either, and I don't know, because I never saw a screenshot of it, I don't know whether you would see a counter here sort of balancing off the tip of the mountain, you know, sort of hanging off in air, or whether the mountain, or these were under the mountain, you couldn't see them. But because of the nature of the counter and the 3D map, it just functionally couldn't work. Not just sort of look crummy, but just really functionally couldn't work in much of the areas. Maybe not everywhere, maybe just the mountains and a few other places that it wouldn't work, and the rest would have looked sort of crappy. But if we could get a 2D map created for Hearts of Iron 4, they haven't said this, but I think I could persuade them to release the code to create these kind of counters. But what it is they just don't think there's a big enough market, and or maybe they think there's a big enough market, but they have other higher priorities, to go in and have their artists create a 2D map version of Hearts of Iron 4 just for us who want counters and who won't play it without them. But I suspect they would be willing, again I just suspect that they would be willing to release to us enough of the code to create counters like this for 4. But the only way it would be useful is if we have a 2D map, and they're not interested currently, and I think zero interest currently. And they, trust me, they're really reluctant to talk about, oh, well, once in a while, oh, that'd be cool. And I'm, at least, and I sometimes very publicly in stuff, oh yeah, that idea, whatever. And whether I proposed it or somebody else, oh, that'd be cool. Or I like to do that, or something like that, or that'd be good someday, or something. But beyond that, beyond sort of like, hey, that doesn't sound bad. Now maybe they've already have it on their chalkboard or planning board before it was ever suggested by the outside people, or whether this is something that they hadn't thought of yet. I'm not trying to specify anything like that, but they are very reluctant to talk about what they're thinking about doing. And part of that, I believe, is various sort of negative feedbacks they get from, oh yeah, we're going to do X, and then X doesn't work, and then they don't, and then people scream, but you said you're going to do X. Well, we said we were if we could, but we can't. And so they're very reluctant to talk about some of that stuff. So again, everything I'm getting from them is zero interest in building a 2D map. And so if you want to have this look and feel, it won't have this on map. At least nothing currently is on map. But what they're talking about is this. Right now they're going to have, well, let's come down here. Something like this. Division. Divisions, cores, to, well, probably more army groups or something. They're talking about 2 levels of OOB, and I pleaded with them. I pleaded with them, but I get no response. I'll say that. I guess I don't even know if I should have said. To please make it moddable so that we can add in core additional levels. And not saying, and again, I haven't been paying attention recently to what they're doing, but whether we can, create the all the different command levels of this, mod that in. I know they're not planning on. Making it anything released, but so it will be this type of situation and with multi-command levels, but it won't be on the map situation. So won't be maybe everything we want, but it's sure going they're sure going that way. So yeah, but even when Waking the Tiger is released, doesn't mean that it's ready for you guys to play yet. Those of you who prefer this, including myself, I'm not saying it's going to be ready to play yet. And so don't be like, well, you said it was, gamer, and I went out and bought it, and now it still sucks. One, if you're not already wanting to buy stuff, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale to come about. And 2, wait for, to watch me play the game, whether it's Black Ice, Hearts of Iron 4, or something else, and to truly see that, yes, this is what, this is actually good enough the way it is that you're seeing it. So don't go out and buy anything just because gamer ever says that he likes something or something's going to be good. Watch me play it, see how it plays when I play it, and if you like it, then you buy it. That's part of the service I want to provide to you, is to actually play the games, and you can see that feedback to see if you want to buy then. And then that is, I may give it I love it, or I hate it, or it's okay, or whatever, but that still is sort of, you've got to look in and see it and make that decision at that point. You know, other than, hey, this is a really great sale now, if you like it, now is the time to buy. That is entirely different. Then I'm suggesting you should be buying it now. You know, you should go out and buy it or something. No. Just wait till you see something in the game that you like. Since we didn't have a port there, let's attach you somewhere. There we go. No, not that one. That one doesn't attach to higher authority. Alpine unit. Well, okay. You keep going. You stop. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have stopped. Okay, we want to stand up. Good. It'll take forever to get there. These guys are going to cut them off. Good. Radar for cruisers. Good, 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 good. Electronics, radar for cruisers. Come over to cruisers. And medium warship radar. And yeah, just, you know, hey. You know, I'm happy, actually. If you don't like what you see in Hearts of Iron 4 now, don't buy it. And if you never are, well, then you never are. They don't pay me any money to sell the game. Wish they did, but they don't. Uh-oh. Division shattered, but we won. Don't know where that was. Oh good, looks like we're going to get Sebastopol. Did Bulgaria ever join the Axis? I think it has now, I don't remember. Yes, okay, good. Finally they're on board with us. Great. They're on board. That means, because I've seen their navy out here. Well, that's Romania, but also there's Bulgaria. I saw their navy move around, but I don't know if they were engaging anybody or just simply moving. But well, good. Yeah, and they're even up here. Okay. Ground crew, support that attack. Okay, good. So they've got a retreat. They now have a retreatable place to go. These guys are coming across there, and we'll probably beat them to that. So you tack into there. And let's add in more supply convoys. And seeing as how we have so few, let's, partially because we're overdoing it and supplying various parts of the world. Well, let's just walk. Okay, we have only one ship that's loadable that we might want to load, so we want to put these guys on. These guys on, get them back into command range. Won't be able to use them as any sort of fighting headquarters, but still that would be nice to have them in theater. I don't feel like clicking all the way back through that, but I think that was it. All these guys here. They might as well be reinforcing out there where they might do some good, including just partisan suppression. And here, let's add you and you and you and we need a divisional commander here. Well, okay, you do that, we'll attach you to there. Oh, that's too far away. Well, okay, you're not doing anything, so we'll detach you and attach you to them. But, you know, actually we'll leave you right where you're at. These guys right into there. Oh, looks like we got another battle going on out here. And a bombing. Bombing us with that. We should have some fighters. We're trying to sink that. There we go. You guys try to intercept whatever their bombers, fighters. Check out that liner, good. Okay, you stop, you defend. There. Well, I think we're going to end the episode here. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank you for liking the videos. I really do appreciate that. And of course, please post comments, questions, suggestions, ideas. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.